we have no plan, no script, no idea what this is going to be.
No.
So we're just going to wing it for about 20 minutes and then hope we can cut something together.
And I'm the audience surrogate.
Yeah,
Kinda.
Okay.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, audience, you got stuck with me.
You're the perfect connection, though, because you hate Dragon Ball Z so much.
Yeah, that's me. So if you hate Dragon Ball Z, come join me.
In our new podcast, Eric hates Dragon Ball Z. That is the
right.
title we're going with.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
so.
Oh, great. Awesome. Cool.
Your name's in the title.
My name's in the title.
Yeah.
This is so weird to me because this podcast, like, I didn't come up with this.
No.
I'm just here, and apparently my name's in the podcast.
It was
title,
me and
so-
John sitting around drunkenly talking about other podcasts, and this just was created.
Yeah.
It was just
And-
born.
I'm still
I
not
love
sure if it's a great idea or a terrible idea, but that's what this is for.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Yeah.
about to do.
We're
Can
gonna
it be
find
both?
out.
Yeah, probably will be.
Yeah, I think there's going to be elements of both in there.
Yes.
So welcome to Eric Hates Dragon Ball Z, a Dragon Ball Z rewatch podcast with a twist. I'm Spencer.
Oh, I am Eric, and I hate Dragon Ball Z.
My name is John, and I kind of love Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, kind of is an understatement.
It really
for
is.
both of us, I think.
It's for all of its flaws, because we know that it's not.
Yeah, it's a super
phenomenal
trash
sometimes.
show.
It is. It's so. You have to just.
I agree.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
But I can see people enjoying it. I can see why there's value in it to some people.
Those people are just not you.
Yeah.
It's just really not you.
Feels just not me.
Yeah.
And I think, like, a lot of it, it's a nostalgia thing. Like, if you grew up with it, sure.
That's kind of what we're exploring, though.
Yeah, we're trying to determine the quality of the show, separate from the nostalgia and all that.
Ooh.
So John and I recently started getting excited. Like, we played Xenoverse and talked about Xenoverse, and we talked about Fighter Z a little bit, and then this new game, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, is coming out in like a month, and we thought it'd be
Sweet.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's going to be sweet.
So we thought it'd be fun to go back and rewatch the show as adults, see what we think about it, and just do every episode is going to review like 5 episodes just really quick in a row. So if you want to watch along, or if you're new to the show and just want to like shotgun the plot and make jokes along with us, that's what this podcast is going to be. Then, because Dragon Ball Z is divided into basically seasons, storylines in which villains are introduced and conflicts are resolved, and then the series jumps forward X number of years to introduce the new conflict and the new villains. So every time one of those arcs finishes, we're going to bring Eric on and do a little synopsis of everything that John and I have reviewed up to that point, and just see what Eric thinks.
Watch my brain melt.
Yeah, we'll see how you feel. And then the big bad guy's a frog. Suddenly he becomes a frog.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me, and I'm sure it is going to happen.
That is a real thing that
It's an
happens.
actual thing.
Yeah, that was
Cool.
just one of the many
cool.
that I just yanked out.
Yeah.
And then the big bad guy up to that point, the second to the big bad guy is just a frog now.
An alien frog, though, probably.
Oh, 100%.
That's so weird
Yes,
that you
I got it. Guess that. That's so weird.
Oh, man.
Cool,
This is,
cool.
all right.
Okay, should I go through my knowledge of what I know of Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Z?
we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Okay. I know there's things called Saiyans and Super Saiyans, and
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're aliens, and they're on Earth, but Earth? I don't know. There's Dragon Balls,
I
and
want to talk
there's,
about that too. Yeah.
there's normal people, but these are like super fighters, and they just keep getting more and more powerful. I know there's some aliens, and I know there's a weird pervert old guy. I watched an episode about a muffin button once. I don't really know.
That was
That's a different thing.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
a whole
really know.
different thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up.
wow. Okay.
Oh, and there's so much yelling, I cannot handle it.
Yeah.
There are episodes of yelling, and I just can't.
That's the thing that a lot
I'm
of
going to say
people
that a
think.
lot, people, sorry.
So the reviews should be fairly spoiler free, but we might talk about things that won't make any sense. Like, I don't think there'll be any overt spoilers, but you might hear a thing that you're like, what? And then it'll make sense a few episodes later. So if you're watching it for the first time, awesome. If you're rewatching it, rewatch along with us and tell us what you think. So yeah, we'll call Eric in about every 6 to 10 episodes, I think, and have an arc and review.
And so, how many seasons or arcs are there?
Oh, let's do the math from memory. It's the Saiyan arc,
There's the Saiyan arc, then there's the
Frieza saga,
Frieza saga.
technically it's the Ginyu saga and then the Frieza saga.
Oh, which is weird to me, but
because
it's
they're
fine.
the same thing basically.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
then the
Androids.
Android saga.
Cell, Majin question
No,
mark.
the Saiyaman arc before.
Is that an arc?
Well, technically, it's like 10 episodes.
Seriously?
Yeah, and then the Majin Buu. That's like the Fusion saga.
Yeah.
it's long.
It's
the longest one.
That one's got to be broken up, right?
Yeah,
like we're gonna have
probably.
to like Kid Buu versus like
Majin Buu
yeah,
versus
just
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
This is probably you.
These
have
words
no
don't
idea.
mean anything.
Yeah, that's what
These
I'm
aren't
talking about.
sentences.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You'll hear stuff, you won't know what it means, but we'll get there. It's fine.
It's everything I hoped it would be.
Is someone named Boo?
Yeah, that happens. There's
Oh, not just one person.
Oh no!
So there's lots of versions of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
there's two official ones. It's Dragon Ball Z as aired. It came out in 1989 and ran through 1996. There's Dragon Ball Z Kai. I can't remember when it ran, but it just finished like fairly recently, and they redid like all the animation and kind of trimmed the fat a little bit and redid some of the voice actors.
Yeah, they redid a lot of the lines because the first version that came out was more Americanized. They took liberties with the source material so that they directly changed lines and they changed the name of like powers and stuff to make it appeal to American audiences more. And so Kai, they try to stick really true to the source material itself, the direct translations.
Cool.
So like Special Beam Cannon, I think they actually call it I'm gonna screw up how I say this. It's like Makan Kosapo.
Oh, that's interesting. So they actually do it like in language.
I think I don't know because the version we're watching is not that one.
No, we're
not
watching the straight up
Kai.
original as aired. We're going back to the beginning, mainly because I want to see it all. Like I don't want to see the fat trimmed. I want to see what I grew up with. I want to see the original voice actors.
Yes.
And just sort of compare that show from my memory to how it really is.
That's another whole thing. The original voice actors, because originally it was like an Ocean dub, and now there's a Funimation dub, and whatever. We're watching the Funimation one.
Okay, good.
It's a whole nother thing. We're just trying to keep it as simple as possible because there's so many little,
It's a very complex
nuancy
show.
things.
Yeah.
Especially with how they brought it over to America and blah 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 blah. blah. It's the Funimation one, and then we're also watching it with the Bruce Falconer score,
Yes.
not the original. What's the dude's name? I don't remember the dude's name who made the original
I
Japanese
honestly
score.
can't remember either.
I watched the first couple episodes with it, and it was not what I remember.
I didn't like it. I've gone back and forth a couple times.
I can dig it, but I'm I like the Bruce Falconer one.
Right. Yeah. There's a part where Raditz is introduced for the first time in like the second episode or something like that. He steps out of his pod, and like I watched that scene with the original score, and it was just sort of floaty and almost
Yes.
lighthearted, and then you switch to Bruce's, and it's just like it terrified me.
Yeah.
It was like actually tense and creepy, and it was awesome.
You feel it. Yeah. He really scores every moment.
As a serious
really well.
show, because I think
Yeah.
this show is a ridiculous show, and we are an interesting audience perspective because we're from America and we watched the original Funimation dub,
Yep.
where like it was meant to be ridiculous, but then these voice actors came on and actually gave it some weight, and the musical score gave it some weight, and like so it's this weird, almost serious but also ridiculous thing. It's a weird.
Yeah, that's exactly what
It's got
it is.
a weird tone.
It's
such a weird show.
It really is. And that's kind of why we're doing this, because it's nuanced in ways that I don't think a lot of people would remember. Especially watching the whole episode and seeing, like I said to you earlier that I don't remember it being as meandering as it was.
Yeah.
Meandering not in a bad way, because you can meander around a candy shop and it's awesome. Like but it's definitely much more deep than I remember it being. Who's your favorite character? Real quick, go. First thing you think of.
Oh, can I pick the dragon? Can the dragon be my favorite
Yes,
character?
Sure.
Yeah, you
Or the Dragon Balls? Or do I have to
one?
pick
A sneak preview.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Do I have to pick a Dragon Ball, a favorite Dragon Ball too? Or is
Yeah.
it different?
Oh,
Yes.
for sure, it's the 4-star.
because
Because that's the only one that gets like a lot of
4-star?
screen time. Every
fair.
Dragon Ball has a different number of stars embedded in it,
Okay.
up to 7.
Interesting. Sorry, 7?
Yeah, there are 7 Dragon
Okay,
Balls.
cool.
If you gather them all, you get a wish. You summon a dragon, you get a wish.
Interesting. Okay. 1, I guess, is my favorite right now. I don't know.
That was a hard question.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's not a fair question.
Okay. Are they different colors at least?
No, same exact color.
All orange?
They're orange.
Okay.
Orange with red stars in them.
Yeah, except the Black Star Dragon Balls from
If you're
GT.
talking GT, yeah.
That's right. And then they're or we were talking about Super, which you haven't seen, actually. I'm the
No,
only
I
one that's
haven't.
seen Super.
I know.
We should make mention of that.
Interesting.
Nobody's
Okay.
seen Super except for me, and I it's awesome in like the campiest way possible.
So, John, in the next few episodes, John and I will go over the Saiyan saga. We're going to try to do 5 episodes at a time, really blast through it. Also, there's a lot of filler in this show, so we thought that it would be good to just kind of not do 1 episode per episode. It would take forever and it would be super boring.
Yeah.
And then we'll see Eric again at the end of the Saiyan saga.
I can't wait.
I feel like you're lying to us. I feel like you're just being nice.
And at the end of it all, he's going to watch it and he's going to love it because of our explanations.
Yeah, our expert explanations of power levels, scaling, and
Dude, even in the first 10 episodes, it's kind of ridiculous.
immediately you're just like, what?
I hope that is the case, but good luck. This is going to be fun, actually. I'm excited. I am excited.
Thank you for listening to Eric Hates Dragon Ball Z. He may hate the show, but he loves that you're listening. And if you've enjoyed listening, consider giving us a rating or review on iTunes. We are a brand new podcast, and those reviews help us out a ton in the early days. And if you've got any questions or comments about the podcast, the episodes that we just covered, or the episodes we will cover in the future, feel free to contact us via email at mail, M-A-I-L, at ehdbz.com, or on Twitter using the handle at EricHatesDBZ. These rewatch podcasts are a lot more fun when fans join in on the conversation, and we're hoping to add in like a fan comment section to the end of every episode. So if there's anything that you want to share about your experiences with or things you've noticed watching Dragon Ball Z, please don't hesitate to get in touch. And for those listeners out there who might want to show their support and let us know that this podcast is something you want to see more of, consider heading on over to our coffee page, coffee.com/EricHatesDBZ. That's ko-fi.com/EricHatesDBZ. There you'll find a donation page where you can help unlock donation goals, such as bonus episodes covering the Dragon Ball Z movies. If we hit certain goals, we'll do live streams where John, Eric, and I will play DBZ video games, or maybe figure out a way to watch movies or select episodes that you guys decide on live with our audience, and a ton of other cool extra content. Honestly, if you think of anything that we could do as stretch goals or donation goals, feel free to get in touch and let us know. We're really interested in hearing your ideas. Plus, all of our donors will have their names read aloud in an episode at the end of each month. That website again is ko-fi.com/EricHatesDBZ. The opening and closing themes for Eric Hates Dragon Ball Z were done by my incredibly hardworking and talented co-host, John Good. You can find more of his music on SoundCloud under the name Burns7. Eric Hates Dragon Ball Z is part of the Rocktopus Network of podcasts. For more entertainment from our team, check out our sister podcast, Tales of Nowhere. It's a genre-bending tabletop RPG podcast where we take one cast of characters through multiple games and rule sets to tell one epic story, with a healthy dose of comedy thrown in. That podcast can be found at talesofnowhere.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you all so much for listening, and if you don't mind me saying, we hope you all Kamehameha have a great day. John wrote that.